Public Affairs Broadcasting. Special programming from Rockingham County Radio, rcrlive.com.
All right, well, good morning. Hi, this is Teresa Phillips with the Rockingham County Arts Council, and I'm super excited to come to you today on location. So this is a little unique for us rather than just enclosed studio. So we are in downtown Mayodan, and I have a special guest with me today that we're just going to jump right in. I do have lots of arts announcements for our county, but man, I just got to jump right in and talk about where we are and the exciting things that are going on in the western part of our county. So Ashley, welcome.
Thank you so much.
Well, thank you for hosting us this morning and coming to us to share information about the Arts Center that some folks may be a little familiar with, but a lot of people may not even know that you exist. So we've got a lot of ground to cover to fill them in. But this is Ashley Hickok, and you actually grew up in Mayodan, is that right?
I did.
And still live in this neck of the wood.
I do.
And you are serving now as president of the Mayodan Arts Center, is that right?
Yes, correct.
Well, good. Well, why don't you tell us just a little bit? I mean, we are in a new location. Your old location wasn't that old, but let's talk about that. Let's talk about how the Mayodan Arts Center started, and why you're here.
Okay, well, thank you so much. This is a wonderful opportunity for us here, for our little center that we want to just grow and grow. We began in 2016 with the help from the town of Mayodan and the Downtown Mayodan Merchants Association with the vision of creating a center, a space for artists, for the guests of the town, for just really the public to have a place to call their own. We want to highlight the great, wonderful artists of this area, both that are full-time artists and many more that are just in their spare time, something they love to do, something that they just keep their mind busy, really work that right side of their brain, really just have a place to call their own. For example, we have the classroom space, and we have the gallery space where you can sell local and handmade original artwork, ranging from paintings to photography to ceramics, basket weaving, needle felting, jewelry making, and I think there's even more that I'm missing on the list.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, you guys really cover the gamut with visual arts, and we are actually sitting in the classroom space right now. I know in the where you first opened, just down the block, if some people have visited that space, they can know you're just up the block, just a short walk up the block. But in that space, you really kind of outgrew it in a sense, in that the classes became so popular, right?
Yes,
we found
they
that
did.
lots of artists that want to teach,
Yes.
and lots of people in our community that want to come and try their hand at a different medium, try their hand at different arts. Yeah.
Just growing up here, just being local to the area, family and friends all close by, and seeing so many people that are good at something that they make in their own house while they're watching TV in their free time. Well, they all usually are making mass quantities, so they would want to have somewhere to display and sell, and for a very economical, reasonable prices and fees, why not have a gallery? Why not have a space to display it? And our old space was a fantastic, large, open space, older building that had a good gallery area. But like you said, our classroom, we really outgrew that. We needed a larger space to hold better crowds, to hold more people, to have a little bit better lighting, and to accommodate, what is happening with us. And really bank on that. What's working for us, well, let's kick on with it and stay in that groove.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. And I know when the center first got started, I thought it was a very unique collaboration between public and private, because the town of Mayodan, of course, was very supportive and helped fund that initial startup of the Art Center. But it took the local merchants and their push and their guidance and support, along with just local artists and local interested parties who really were real grassrootsy effort
Yes.
to get this off the ground. And recently, you guys actually applied for your official nonprofit status.
Yes,
Is that correct?
that is.
And
It
how
is.
did that go for you?
It was actually easier than I thought.
Good,
It
good.
still wasn't an easy process,
Right.
but it was just following the right guidelines. The merchant's president and myself, we sat down and we worked on the fine little details, the information she had of being part of the town, and some of the mission statements and core values of our system that we want, and just initially get those properly filed.
Right.
And before you know it, we got that acceptance letter of
Yeah.
you did it correctly.
Yeah,
And with-
so that's fantastic. So
Yes.
officially, you are a 501c.
Yes, 501c3.
C3, I do that every time, I think, corporation. And that's important to let people know that you're a nonprofit.
Absolutely.
And also for the sake of potential support and contributions, there's an
Yes.
advantage to folks who want to make a contribution to an
Oh,
official
yes.
nonprofit, and for your opportunity then to seek out grants to continue funding and supporting
Yes.
this
Being
this
in such a
great
town,
center, yeah,
yes, being
yeah.
in such a town like this, you have to rely on community support, county support, state
Right.
support, and even national support to even keep your vision alive.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
Well, since your classes have been so popular, tell us a little bit more about how that works, what someone could expect when they come in. Let me start off first. What's been your most popular as a rule? What is your most well-attended class?
Well, I would say since we've started, the most popular have been our sip and paint
Yes.
classes, where there's various sizes you can come in to paint, but there's a prepared picture that you choose to, if you'd like to come paint it. There's usually some sort of light sketching done for you, because this is beginner level, even far too advanced.
Right.
Maybe some people just don't have the space or the supplies to paint, but they are experienced with it. Well, we provide it all here. And so it's great opportunities for people who've never picked up a paintbrush, maybe haven't done it since they were in school, and to really get a little bit of guidance with fulfilling that dream, fulfilling
Right.
that image that they want, and walking away with it that same night. So in an hour and a half to 2 hours, adults can come in. We've had teenagers, but we also offer it to children too, for
right.
their type of classes, where you get to walk away with, say, your favorite character, a beautiful nature landscape. It could be, we haven't really focused on figures, because that can be very scary even for experienced artists.
Right,
But
absolutely.
focus on something light and fulfilling. But people have different interests, whether it be outdoor scene, whether it be a vase with flowers,
Right.
or a pumpkin.
Right, yeah.
You just want to have, and it also can be centered around the holiday too.
Yeah, seem to do
Yes.
a fair amount of seasonal,
Yes.
images or seasonal.
Yes, December
themed.
was very busy
Yeah,
for
I'll
us.
bet so. I bet so. So you make it safe for people if they're a little nervous about, they say, "Oh, I can't draw a straight line,"
Oh,
or
I hear that so much.
I'm not creative, or
Yes.
whatever. The fun part is to come in and watch them leave and go, "Well,
I did.
I guess I am more than I thought so." So you make it
Yes.
really safe, very affordable. Just a matter of just show up.
Yes.
Is all they have to do.
Exactly,
Maybe
exactly.
wear an old shirt or something if
It
they don't want to get
could.
paint on it.
Yeah,
But
I'm
other
most
than that,
likely to get the messiest with painting my hair, but we have aprons. With my experience as being a former art school public teacher, I can bring in that strict discipline, or I could bring in that fun, lighthearted, go with the flow. I like to provide music, some refreshments for our guests, time for them to take breaks, take pictures, whatever kind of experience. But it's got to be fun for everyone involved.
Yeah, exactly. It offers a good social activity as
Absolutely.
well as an art directed activity. And you've had different groups come in. You have do private parties.
Yes.
What types of groups typically look at doing private?
Oh,
art
you
parties?
name it. Children's birthday parties. I've got one child that's a February baby, so you're always looking for ideas as those winter
Right.
babies come along. We've had youth church groups. We've had women's Bible study groups. We've had even just like social quilting or social, some other sort of league
Right.
come in and want to do their picture. We've had after school SOS programs that come in. That's through the county school system of afternoon. It's a small group, middle school age groups that come in, and we
Right.
did a tie-dye making class for a shirt. But we can focus certainly on special individual groups, even adult birthday parties.
Right.
Someone's contacted me for a teenager's birthday party, so just all sorts.
Yeah, exactly. So you definitely have so much to offer here. And if someone wants, what's the best way for people to find out? What's their best source of information? How do they know what the classes are? I did notice you have them posted in your window.
Yes.
So that's helpful.
Yes.
But as far as just, finding out more, what's the best
Yes.
way for folks to?
Well, this day and time, social internet is the way to go. So we are really trying to stay on board and ahead of everyone with that, or stay at least up to speed with
Right.
it. We've of course got a Facebook website. That would be Mayodan Arts Center Facebook page. We've got an Instagram account, and newly we have our own domain website, so mayodanartscenter.com.
Right, and that's Arts with an S.
Yes,
Yeah.
arts with an S, .com. We used to have a longer website. It was too much that I could tell you, but now
Right.
I can shorten it up, make it sweet,
Good.
because not everybody, still there are some people who don't have Facebook.
Right.
So we've got to communicate to them somehow. And then of course we
That's
have our
right.
whiteboard in our window that can
Right.
display everything also.
Yeah. I've just noticed your Facebook account. That's probably the most up-to-date information you'll
Yes.
find on that. And folks that are on that at least have internet access, even if they don't have a Facebook account, you can look up Facebook. You can look up. They can look up your site. They don't have to have a personal account in
Oh,
order
that's
to view
good.
that.
Uh-huh.
So we want to make sure that they take advantage of that
Yes,
opportunity.
please. We
as
still hear
well.
that. Not everybody just has.
Yeah.
Not everybody has Facebook.
I
so-
know. There's 3 or 4 people at least.
Yeah,
right,
at
that
least.
that don't have that. Very good.
And we still do the old-fashioned way of
Right.
printing posters and flyers and setting those around the community, and little postcards and things that we try to set. We use the Western Rockingham Chamber of Commerce
Right.
to post also weekly and monthly classes. Rockingham County Arts Council will post our
We
classes
do.
also.
We do share
And
those each month.
Yeah, we want to share it throughout the whole community and county, not just the western side, but everywhere.
Exactly, and I think that's a good point you make,
Mm-hmm.
Ashley. Is that where do your students come from?
We, of course, have had, and the great thing is Facebook has a lot of these things that can tell us this of where they're coming from.
Right.
But we focus a lot. There's a lot on the western side of Rockingham County. We've seen Stokes County, Danville, Virginia, Henry County. We have seen, I just had somebody this past weekend from McLeansville. We've had Ashboro, Caswell County. So I would still say we're branching out definitely in the entire Piedmont Triad, not just the
Right.
county.
Becoming more regional.
Oh,
that's
yes.
right, that's right. And you certainly have folks come in from all over Rockingham County too, not just the western part.
Right.
You have Reedsville and Eden.
Yes,
and,
we have Reedsville
that's
teachers
right.
even.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
right. Very good. Well, we focused, quite a bit on the painting part, but when we come back, we'll talk a little bit more about some of the other interesting activities that you do here and some of your future plans, and we'll also share with you guys a little more information about some other upcoming events through the Arts Council, and we'll be right back.
WLOE Eden. WMYN Mayodan. Listen online all the time. RockinghamCountyRadio.com.
And we are back. Thank you for staying with us. I do want to share with you some announcements about other art happenings in Rockingham County, and I'm going to put on my handy glasses here so I don't miss anything. But the Rockingham County Arts Council invites you to our Wednesday evening. That is this Wednesday, February 14th, from 7 to 9. We are offering a concert that night from 7 to 9 at RCC, at Rockingham Community College, and it's a special singer-songwriter night. We're calling it an intimate evening of original music. We will be featuring Morgan Wade from Floyd, Virginia. Morgan was invited last year to perform at Floyd Fest, so if some of you attended that, you might have been able to hear her. She appeared there with her band, Morgan Wade and the Step Brothers, and they've recently released an album of original music and are playing a real heavy schedule throughout, especially southern Virginia. And they have a super unique, I'm not really good at describing music, but I definitely would call it Appalachian rock. This concert will actually feature Morgan in a solo performance, so she'll be sharing original songs, just a girl and her guitar, and I think you'll appreciate her her ability on the guitar and also her amazing vocals. She will be joined by Seth Williams and Sam Foster, who a lot of us are familiar with, being local boys, but they're going to be there with their full band, Whiskey Foxtrot, with their just good old Southern rock and blues. So we hope you'll join us for this special event. Tickets will be available at the door, only $10. A great opportunity to head out on Valentine's evening for a local event without having to head out of town for that. So definitely join us for that. You can find more information about that event, also, and listen to samples from their music on our website, and that's www.rcarts.org. So check that out. And then also wanted to tell you about a fun event we had last month called Creative Mingle. The Arts Council invited Rockingham County artists to attend an artist social that we named Creative Mingle. And we were super excited and surprised. We had more than 50 artists and creatives of all different mediums, whether it was visual arts, performing arts, literary arts, and we just had a wonderful time. A lot of the artists were able to share samples of their work, either on display or by performing. We had Barbara Golding, who recently published a book. She actually read one of her poems, which was a real delight. And then we had Iris Summerlin, a young girl. I think she may be a junior or a senior in high school. I'm sorry, I don't recall, but she performed an original song. So we had a real diverse group, and it was really exciting, and we had such a positive response. We've decided to make that a regular feature. So we are right now trying to set a date in March, and we are hopeful that we'll actually be able to host the March event right here in Mayodan, and hopefully right here in the Mayodan Arts Center. Ashley was able to join us for Creative Mingle. Do you want to share anything about your experience attending that?
I really didn't know what to expect with it.
We didn't either.
But it was a beautiful location. Oh, I was so pleased at where we went.
Yeah, we were at the Reedsville Area Foundation. They have an upstairs lobby, kind of loft area, so that was a real good setting. Yes.
Yeah, and so as an artist myself and as a representative for the Arts Center here in Mayodan, I really had a lot to talk about if the opportunity arose to talk with individuals, talk to the group. It was great getting to make contacts with artists around the county that maybe haven't come to our center yet. I made contacts with, photographer, with magazine article writers, with jewelers, and so it was a great experience getting to hear also different forms of art that really haven't walked through our doors just yet, like the poetry reading, the singer-songwriter. That was fantastic to hear, and even a prototype of a game. Yeah, that was amazing to see that and to think, cool. The arts doesn't encompass one certain type.
Yeah, that's right. And that's, that was our plan, to really cast a wide net when we defined artist. And that's really anyone with an interest in being creative and just in expressing themselves in a creative way, whether it's, is photography or painting or other visual arts, or if it's 3-dimension, 2D or 3D, or if it's any type of performing arts. That was really good. So hopefully we gave you a chance and the others to really network with each other and share resources and make a connection on what you have to offer here. So let's just go right into that and just talk about that. Certainly you serve the public. You serve folks who want to come in and take a class. You make it safe for them. You make it comfortable. You make it very affordable and just a whole lot of fun. And we will talk about these other mediums as well. well, but you also really offer a service to the artist. So what do you do for a local creative, a local artist who wants an opportunity to share their work?
Well, we have different levels of membership because we are a community center. We want to have a belonging, a group. We have 2 levels of artist membership. This is a volunteer ran facility, so we would love for volunteers and anybody that is comes under the initiative and kind of exposure to help run and operate our center. With that comes exposure space, gallery space that has a small fee for it, and then of course you can sell your goods here. We offer chances for the artists to use this center for their own space. For example, this classroom can be a great studio space if we ever needed to come in here and work on, for example, our Mayodan boards. We all got together.
Projects.
Yes, special projects. We came in and worked together as a group. We have Artisan Residency room where we can offer space for any local artist, anyone throughout the county that needs an area to work. That can help double up with us with a volunteer or extra income. We offer those artists chances to teach their craft. That's, I think, most important is the artists coming in here and spreading their good news.
Yeah, sharing the passion for what they do.
And to make it affordable, to make it within the realm for the outsider to come in who maybe has never picked up a brush or a jewelry accessory supply tool that can do it, can come and walk away with a finished piece. I came to a class last week myself to make a jewelry pendant. So those artists can use the space for a rental fee and then bring all their supplies in, bring everything that they need in, charge at whatever they feel is comfortable and what they could make along with just a small rental fee, and be able to teach to however many that they could. Our space could hold, I think, about 25 students maximum.
Yeah, that's fantastic.
For different classes it might need to be a little smaller, such as oil painting classes or basket weaving classes might need to be a little smaller, but the artist has that option to accommodate however they could, keeping in mind of what they can bring with them, how much things they have, how many supplies do they have with them. So it's super personalized, but yet so much creative freedom.
Yeah, exactly. And that's just a wonderful opportunity for the artists to really come in and, like you said, share their passion in 2 ways, about showing their work and having that opportunity, but also by being able to actually teach and share in that way. So that's fantastic.
You don't want to hold on to it for yourself. You want to share it.
That's exactly right. That's exactly right. And that's what you guys are doing here too. And as we described too, in the entire region, not just the western part of the county, you really are reaching out to people throughout the county and then all our border counties as well.
Absolutely.
And so we're really excited to have you here. It's a real asset to our community, and really just to get a chance to honestly to drive up to Mayodan. I live in Reidsville, and I love this area, this part of the county. It is so different. It's so geographically different. And you really get the sense of being in a small mountain town, which in essence you are. You've got the beautiful landscape around here, and the beautiful small downtown setting. So it's a
lot of history here.
Yeah.
Just being born and raised. I've had a grandmother and great aunts that worked in the local cotton mill. We've got the Mayo State Park. We've got Ferris Memorial Park. We've got all this outdoor activity, and that a great vision from the town of Mayodan, from the downtown Mayodan merchants, of really building this as a visitor site. As, hey, come on in, you're welcome. We've got great restaurants, great shopping. Just a really small town charm that like you said,
a great destination. And if you do come by and just to visit the town, be sure to stop into this center. Even if a class is going on, or maybe especially if there's a class is going on, you want to come right in, take a look at what's going on, see it for yourself, and step to the back gallery area and see some of the beautiful talent that is makes up our area. So that's really good. One more thing that I would like to share with everyone, as far as general announcements go, I want to make sure I squeeze this in, and then we're going to finish up with Ashley letting us know specifically ways that you can support and participate this project in this center. There are several exciting calls to artists available right now for Rockingham County artists. First of all, the Apple Foundation is offering a special work-study scholarship to the Penland School of Arts and Crafts. This is an amazing opportunity. There is a fairly simple application process that you can fill out, but the deadline is February 17th. You will want to reach out to our website or our Facebook page with the Arts Council to learn more about that. And then also the Fine Arts Festival Association, they will begin accepting entries for their annual Fine Arts Festival in March. So next month they will begin to accept entries for their April show. You can learn more about that on our website as well. In addition to that, we'll have links to more regional opportunities for artists, such as the Piedmont Triad International Airport. Right now they are under a large project where they are seeking artists for public art projects that will go there on the airport campus. So that's another exciting opportunity. So please make sure to check our website. Don't let these pass you by. Well, I'm super proud of the people of Rockingham County, our artists, and the enormous talent that they have. And I really want everyone to know about that. So take advantage of these opportunities. Don't be afraid of them. Jump right into the mix and apply for it and see what happens. So it's not a difficult process. You can reach out to us at the Arts Council for support on any of those. If you need support on writing completing an application for a call to artist, we will do the best we can to support you, or seek out others in our community that will be glad to review your application for you even, and just take a look at it and support you in that way. And we have just about a minute and a half left. Time just flies by. So don't forget, we have tickets here for the February 14 concert out at RCC. It's in the Technical Laboratories Auditorium. You don't have to know where that is. Just head to the campus and you will see the signage. So just follow the signs and come out and join us for that event. But Ashley, let's leave with you letting everyone know what you need. You mentioned something about memberships. I know that was somewhat specific to the artists, but general financial support, any donations, any way that the public can reach out to you and support this, great.
Absolutely.
Center.
We do have other memberships offered for individuals, for visitors. They do come with their benefits also, and we're going to have a special offer for our re-grand opening weekend of March 15th, 16th, and 17th to have some special discounts on those membership prices, so more people can join, more people can get the benefits of our center. We're also always looking for any corporate sponsors, any local business sponsors that can maybe host a special announcement for us, some special advertising for us, maybe even get us some tickets or some admissions to learn more about small business opportunities. We're looking for year-long sponsors, any sort of artistic supplies also, ranging from equipment, photography equipment, old easels, to even fabric that we could use in some classes. Please contact us through our Facebook page, our website, or even our email address, mayodanartscenter@gmail.com. That can get you in certain quick contact with myself or the rest of my board members. And we have a phone number, 336-427-7788. So we welcome anybody to come out and support us in any way.
Very good. And Ashley, thank you again for joining us, and we'll look forward to checking in again soon.
Thank you so much, Teresa.